John and his late wife Lois were volunteers in our tax centers, and then came to call on me one time. Their church was sponsoring a refugee family from Africa that was moving into Vintage Creek, and they wanted to coordinate all the things they could do to help that family be successful. And so I really got to know John and Lois in that context, both first tax center volunteers and then adopting a family in our supportive housing. After Lois passed away, one thing I really admired about John was he made a very conscious effort to stay engaged and stay involved. He wasn't going to slow down, and so he even came to us and said, look, I can come to you one day a week and I'll lick envelopes, I'll do menial stuff, just keep me busy. And so he's, now a faithful part of what we do. I look forward to having coffee with him when he comes to do some work, and we're just hugely grateful to John, and I look up to him. I hope when I'm retired, I hope I'm in the same situation where I can devote my time and energy to good causes I'm passionate about. So thanks, John.
John Stevenson.
And what do you do, John?
I'm retired.
What did you do before you retired?
I was a university professor.
How long were you a professor?
34 years. They registering people to vote, and I finance a program helping the people who are mentally ill or somewhat mentally ill, to help them with make sure they take their medications. That program I really think is a great program. I think it's because their emphasis is on providing affordable housing and also the tax centers. Those two things are the greatest things. And especially the affordable housing, I really like that. And they have such a good organization with Walter Moreau, and the people who work there really seem to be dedicated to trying to help the poor people in Austin.
A lot of effort goes into becoming a tax preparer. Would you say that the reward of working with folks and getting to know the organization outweighs the training commitment?
Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah.
And so that's led you to be involved with Foundation Communities in a lot of ways. So that was kind of your introduction to us?
Yes, right. That was an introduction to it, and then got to know the people involved. And really enjoy working with the people at Foundation Communities.
What would you tell other people who are interested in volunteering for FC?
Tell them it's a great place to volunteer, and the people are really easy to work with, and it gives you a good feeling of satisfaction when you volunteer.
You think you could maybe, just closing up, tell us something about yourself that other volunteers might find surprising?
Spent half my life, I think, in college and universities, and going to school and then teaching for several years.
And you like to bake. I said you like to bake. You brought your cookies out.
Yeah, I like to cook, and I like to make cookies and that kind of thing. So.
Well, perfect. Anything else you'd want to share with anybody about Foundation Communities?
Just a great place to volunteer for, and everyone should have a chance to see how good an organization it is.